Hello guys, today's going to be a little fun video. I'm going to show you some favorite activities I like to do on my phone and on my iPad, and I hope you'll be very surprised. So I decided to do this before I do a series video, just so you can see all the fun stuff that I love doing. So I hope you love it, and I'll see you later. Okay, I am on my iPad screen now. I'm going to show you some things that I do on here that's so cool that you don't know. But I'm going to show you my favorite activities, just so you're clear. Like, yeah, you can see I put in Monopoly Go. I do color by number, which I like to color a lot. You can probably see this tab up here. My media apps like Zoom, Meet, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, YouTube. FaceTime is by default because every iPhone, iPad that you get is a default app. But you can do for FaceTime is you can call some people that have if their device is registered with Apple, like an iPad, iPhone, iPod, even a MacBook, you can get on chat with these guys. Yeah, this is going to be what's on my iPad. But I'm about ready to delete one app, too. Just, I don't want that, because if I go back to school, I cannot use ChatGPT. I'm trying to be a good citizen on that. Okay, there we go. That clears it out. Because I would be plagiarizing if I did. So, remaining clear. Oh, what's on this personal stuff? I have Maps, App Store, iTunes Store, Notes, Settings, Contacts, Clock, Find My. Well, Find My is technically Find My iPhone, iPad, iPod, and if you lose your device, that can ring it throughout the house so you can hear it. Calendar, books. I love reading books. I'll show you that app briefly. So I love reading books. Yeah, you could call me crazy. I like to read my Bible. But that's okay, because you know what? The Bible's God's holy word, so guess what? I love reading Christian books too, and I just started a new one, so. But I'm going to show you the bottom of what I didn't know, and you'll be very surprised. Like here, you can see down here, reading goals. Read every day, see your stats Thor, and finish more books. Like, it goes by day. You can go, I have went as far as 107 days. It's going to go more because, you know, and I love to read. Like, it's not forced. It's natural for me because sometimes I could be picking up the iPad and doing things with snare drum. Since I like to play with the books on here on a music stand. Or same thing with mallet percussion too. Since I have a bell set and I just do basic stuff. That's normal for this. And I'm going to X out of this and show you the rest of them. HP Smart. Okay. It connects to my printer. Synergy Bake I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to show personal information. Because it's easy to hack into it. Translate. Now, Translate is pretty cool. Like, I can go into translating something from English to, I'm going to click a common language. Not Arabic. I'm going to pick my favorite home language, my favorite professor's home country. And I'm going to show if I type something in English, it will translate itself into Portuguese. And I'm going to type something like this. I'm going to say something simple, like today is Tuesday. Simple. And yes, this is on the iPhone too. So I'm going to go ahead and say, alright, it just, and I'll see, this is like a translator on here. Okay, I can't fully pronounce it, but just, but that's just my point. Then when you go into another country and you don't know their language, it's a very common way you can type what you want to say, I'm going to get out of this right quick. And health app. Okay, health app's common for iPhones, iPads, stuff like this. It shows everything, and I'm going to get out of this one right quick. Because it synchronizes with the phone. Freeform shortcuts. Okay. Weather, you can look at weather, magnifier, and letter hub. Letter hub I use if I'm writing a letter and say I want to send it to somebody. That's the common thing I use it for. Okay, so reminders, I've used that a lot, and I still do, to remind myself to do some stuff. Kindle. Kindle is pretty, if like you don't have certain books in the Apple store, you can go into Kindle and get it too. So I like to keep those two. Kahoot. Kahoot's a fun game. I like playing that. Drive. Okay, Google Drive, that is, I used to work with Google a lot when I was in school, so a lot of times I used to have to upload stuff to there. I had to do my senior recital, upload it to Drive, so I had the tablet at the podium with everything. Fun. Voice memos, I've used that quite a lot on the old iPad because voice memos were like if you're a slow learner, let's say, or if you're slow at writing and you have accommodations at the institution, you could use that as long as your teacher is okay with it. And a lot of times when I use that app on the old iPad, even my phone too, nobody said a darn thing, like, which is good. Google Docs, you can create documents on here, and Google Spreadsheets, which they make apps for it. Okay, I'm going to click on this folder right here. All the music apps, I used to use a lot of these when I was in school, especially the tuner, because I had to fool with things that needed tuning. Like, for instance, violin. And that was my first music class. And it also got into wind methods, I had to use it again. Brass methods I did, and even percussion when dealing with the timpani. Oh, that was a fun day for that one. So that was fun to do. Theory, okay, like I'm going to click on it right quick. Okay, you can go through the basics. This is the app based on musictheory.net. If you're a music major and you need help with something, look into this. This is pretty good. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go back into the apps again. Tenuto gives you, it just is like the paid version of musictheory.net. I think it's $4.99, but I'm not sure. So, it's basically the same thing as musictheory.net. It gives you all the exercises to practice. Okay. Photos, photo booth, and camera and iMovie. Yes, you can create a movie on this thing. You didn't know. And then Indeed jobs, like right now I'm trying to find a job, so I keep that app on. my chart, and I could go into that deeply because it has my health info. Files. Files I can go into. I don't have anything to hide. Let me get to where I hit down on this. Like, I can go into files and it has all my scan documents, stuff like that, which is cool. And everything in between. I know it looks kind of crazy. It looks like I've been using a lot. That's normal. And I did use this quite a lot because I've used scanning apps quite a lot too, which is done by the note part. And the bottom apps, it'll be the Safari, the messages, email, music. I love listening to music on my devices, so that's why it's there. And anything you recently opened, it's going to be on the right side. I know the iPhones have a little different display than the iPads, but this is basically for both of them if apps are similar between the two. Hope you like it.